everyone, it's Jen here and welcome to Jen's Wild About Art. So today I'm going to draw and paint a watercolour fox for you. So I'm going to use Micron pens and watercolour, but I start with my mechanical pencil and I draw the outline of the fox, and then I just keep adjusting things until I'm happy, and then I'll go in with watercolour. So I start now just adjusting little bits, pop his mouth on, and then I get my 005 micron pen and I draw around the outside of the pencil marks that I've done, and just add in a little bit of fur texture around the edges, and I do that until I've finished the external part of the fox. Now I erase all the pencil lines and I go in with transparent sienna, very diluted on my brush, and I take that around the whole body of the fox except where there's going to be white. I leave the white of the paper. So I take the first wash completely around the whole body, and then I go over with a slightly stronger mix of transparent sienna in the darker areas on the fox. So you'll notice I add some fur texture as I go, and you can still see the colour of the underneath layer of paint. So yeah, as I go, I just leave little pieces sort of light in the background, and yeah, so I don't completely go over the whole thing. Like I darken up the bottom of the tail, I add another layer here of transparent sienna again in the darker areas, and I just build up like that. So now I'm going to go with a bit of grey. So I've made up a grey with burnt umber cobalt blue, and I add that around his ears, around his nose, a little bit on the chest and in the shadow areas under his body. And then I go back in again with even stronger transparent sienna, and I add that to the fur around his body, around his tail, and you can see I'm starting to get the look of fur in the different areas on the fox's body. Now I add a little bit of burnt umber to that, just to darken up the fronts of the legs on the fox and just in his darkest area. So I've added a bit of burnt umber to the transparent sienna, and then I add the grey mix that I'd made with burnt umber and cobalt blue over the top of that again, and then I add that to his nose and in the very darkest areas around his eyes. I also add a few whiskers, and then I go in just for the shadow on his white areas with a little bit of blue, and I make up a green with olive green and a bit of brown, just to brownie off the green a bit. And then I start to add the final sort of details. So I add a bit more grass texture, a little bit more around his ears and his legs and the shadow areas, and we are just about done. So I'd love it if you click like and subscribe and click on the bell icon. That way you'll be notified when I release a new video. I Twitch stream live up to 4 days a week. I'll have that link below. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you next time. Okie doke. Bye.